my name is Katie and I'm an educator here at the MOSH. Welcome to our Atlantic Tales exhibit. Today we have an exciting activity for you to do all about the ocean, so come join us. An ocean is a huge body of salt water. Oceans cover nearly 71% of the Earth, and Earth has 5 main oceans: Pacific, Atlantic, that's the one we live by, Indian, Southern, and the Arctic. Let's make our own ocean in a bottle with a few simple materials that you can find around the house. You'll need a glass jar or an empty water bottle, some food coloring, vegetable oil or baby oil, some water, and then some sand. If you don't have sand around the house, I encourage you to visit your local beach to pick up some native Florida beach sand. The first step is to scoop some sand into the bottom of your jar. This will be the first layer of the ocean. On this level, you can often find crabs, lobsters, starfish, and other marine animals. Once you have your sand level, it's time to move on to the next layer of your ocean, and that will be what we call the twilight zone. Now, this part of the ocean is the darkest part, so we're going to use some water and some blue food coloring. To make it a little bit darker, I encourage you to add maybe a drop of purple as well. And you can pour your now very dark blue water on top of the sand. You'll start to notice that now you have 2 layers, your sand layer and your deep ocean layer. This layer is where we find our squids and our octopus. For the lightest part of the ocean, we're going to use baby oil or vegetable oil. I'm going to use baby oil today. In a separate cup, you can pour some of your baby oil into the cup, and you can add a little drop of blue. Once you add your food coloring into your baby oil, you'll notice that it's not mixing, and that's because oil and food coloring do not mix. But if you give it some good spins, you can see that we have little droplets of blue food coloring hanging out in our baby oil. Now your next step, once you have your baby oil ready or your vegetable oil, you're gonna pour that on top of your water. Do you notice something happening? The baby oil sits on top of the water. And now we have our final layer of ocean. We have our sand, our deep ocean, and our sunlight zone. This is where our dolphins and fish live. Now that we have our 3 layers of our ocean, it's time to have some fun. You can add different marine animal stickers like I have here, some dolphins and jellyfish. If you don't have any stickers at home, feel free to print out your favorite marine animals on paper. You can cut them out and glue them to your bottle or jar. Now, I have a fun challenge for you. Try to put your animals in the correct zones. Where would our shellfish live? Where would our squids live? And where would our fish and dolphins live? We would love to see your beautiful oceans by tagging @MOSHJAX on social media. This activity has been brought to you by the Museum of Science and History and powered by PNC Bank. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.